Alright, so I don't know what happened, but now it's working. I'm just gonna give it a minute to boot up. I don't know what was happening. Hopefully the audio is there. Ugh, that's gonna be another issue, isn't it? It's gonna be another issue. Let's see. Properties. Let me see. Oh, don't know what that was. But I did not like the sound of it. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, no audio output. Great. Well, every time OBS updates, it screws something up. Every single time. Without fail. I think this is what I want for output. Yeah, that's what I want for output. That's good. Hopefully everyone can hear me too. Actually, I need to test my audio. Hopefully everyone is seeing this. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me grab something real quick so I can test the audio and make sure it's working properly. Let's see. Right. Yeah, okay, so audio is good. Alright, I'm set. Alright, finally, after 3 years, I'm finally back. I don't know if this is proportioned properly, though. It's good enough. Don't need to look at the top of the screen. Alright, I have no idea where I left off with Ryuki, so this will be a surprise for me.
Cupid Parasite.
Like it is for everyone else, but that's alright.
スタートするんだね。君と再会できたチャンスを今度こそはものにするから。
I do that every time. Back. Return to the title screen. Yes, please. I got my coffee. I'm set. Alright, load.
ロードするのか。
Now, Ryuki's might be the last one that I do on stream.
どの瞬間でも
I haven't decided
私は
yet.
SS だからな。
Anywho, I don't know. I might upload the purple-haired guy, but I think his route is pretty popular. I feel like a lot of people have uploaded his, so I'm like, I don't think it's really necessary for me to upload his route, but we'll see. I'll play his route on the stream. Alright, I guess this is the last save I did. Why do I have one all the way over there? I don't know. But yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so yeah. So this one is the last save, it looks like. Let's make sure. Yeah, okay, alright, let's go. Once again, I was back at Cupid Core headquarters, staring at our matchmaking system screen. Miss Carter and Mr. Jones. Miss Jenkins? Seems like a good match for Mr. Anderson. Oh, wait, the first time I met with Mr. Jones, he was extremely shy, so that might not be a good fit. I was scrolling back and forth through our member list, reviewing their profiles and looking for a perfect Cupid match. There we go. Now I just need to send out an email with the results so that at our next get-together...
Chi?
Oh, Chi! Chi was sleeping on my lap, but he suddenly stirred and poked his head up above my desk. At the same moment, an email popped into my inbox. Huh? What the? It was from Melanie. She said that she wanted to see me today, right away, in fact. So I quickly stood up from my desk. I rushed to the meeting room, wondering what could be so urgent, but as it turned out...
それで、どうでしょう?
As soon as I saw her, I gasped out loud. It was immediately obvious that she had changed, and for the better. Aww. Wow, you're so cute. You cut your hair, didn't you? Just amazing.
本当ですか?
Really? Definitely. I can see your eyes clearly now. You seem a lot more inviting than before.
よかった.
I'm glad to hear that. Melanie placed her hand on her chest as if comforting herself with her relief.
ここに来るまで本当に似合ってるか不安で
I was so nervous. I wasn't sure if this was actually a good look for me.
なので他の人に見られる前にアドバイザーさんに見てもらいたくて急に来てしまってごめんなさい.
I wanted to stop by before I saw anyone else so that I could get your opinion first. Sorry for taking up your time. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm thrilled that I was the first one in line to see you. That new hairstyle frankly looks stunning on you. You have nothing to worry about. Trust me. So I'm assuming this is because of Ryuki's criticism. Probably.
ありがとうございます.
Thank you very much. Suddenly, Melanie's smile disappeared. Uh-oh. What's
そ
wrong?
の実はお洋服が自信がなくて私こんな色を選んだの初めてだから。
Well, I'm still not 100% on the outfit. I've never worn anything with these kinds of colors before. If I'm being honest, I have to admit that it doesn't look exactly right on her. Her dress was cute enough, but I felt like it didn't pair well with her tights and shoes. Of course, that was just my opinion.
なのでこの間の先生に見てもらいたいんですけど。
But of course.
できますか?
Instructor. Oh, you mean Kei-san? I hope I'm saying that right, by the way.
はい。ダメですか?
Yes, of course, if he's too busy. Melanie looked at me with fear in her eyes. She didn't want him to tear her apart, but she still wanted to know the truth. I think she deserves nothing but praise for being able to change so much, but if he did rip her apart like before, I could see her retreating back into herself and never changing again. As her advisor, I just want to build up her confidence so she's willing to put herself out there more. So having Ryuki go full blast on her might be a little too much. He could kill any desire she might have to change. After thinking about it for a bit, I took out my phone. Do you mind if I take a picture? He's a very busy person, so I'm not sure if he'll be free anytime soon, but I can still ask him.
ありがとうございます.
Thank you very much. Melanie nodded and breathed a sigh of relief. I had her pose and snapped a few quick photos. Let's see what he gives her. Probably something in the 70% range, I'm guessing. He never gives anyone 100%. I got one from the front, one from the side, and one from behind. I tried to get as many angles and distances as possible. Okay, that should do the trick. It might take a while, but I'll let you know as soon as I get his feedback.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Okay, thank you again. Melanie took my hand in hers and gave me an almost pleading look. She just couldn't stop staring at me with those puppy dog eyes. And with her bangs cut shorter, I could see that expression better than ever. If she can just get the encouragement she needs, I'm sure Melanie's search for love will be a success. She hasn't attended any of our parties because she doesn't have confidence in herself. I've taken her to sit and talk at the nearby cafe several times, but she always just sits there in silence. Looking good on the outside is important, but if you want to find true love, you need to believe in who you are on the inside too. Which is why I need her to gain all the confidence that she can. If Ryuki can take a look at her photos and give useful feedback, I'm sure that'll help her do even better. I decided I might as well message him right then and see what he thought of the pictures. Melanie and I had been hanging out making small talk for a while at this point. Well, couldn't you just message her? She's not seeing me now, though. But Ryuki still hadn't responded. After several days, he finally responded with a list of dates and times along with an attached map. Okay, why do we have to... Okay, he could have just answered that question for sure. I guess he's gonna give her some advice on what to do. I guess this is where he wants to meet. I followed the map's directions, which led to a giant mansion. I had to assume it must be Ryuki's house. I was worried he might want me to join him. Oops. No. Go back! Go back. Okay. Scared I was gonna cut me off. I was worried he might want me to join him for another yoga session. She had joined me too, which was rare for him. We both looked at the house and tilted our heads in confusion. I had no clue what he might have planned. I had just picked one of the dates he'd sent, and he replied back that he'd be waiting. Either way, at least this would give me the chance to show him the photos I took of Melanie. Standing in front of the doorbell, I felt myself getting more and more nervous. Without warning, she suddenly pressed the button. Hey, Chi!
Hi.
Yes. Oh, hello, it's me, Lynette. Mirror.
ドア開いてるから入って。
The door's open, come in. Okay, if you don't mind. I love his song. Okay, it's a dog barking. What? As soon as I stepped into the house, I was greeted by a massive dog.
こらカグラ、おとなしくして。
Hey, Kagura. Kagura. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering that, I know. Down. Aww.
いい
Good
子。
girl. Ryuki smiled and scratched the dog behind the ears. She and I shot each other a glance. Neither of us had ever seen Ryuki so relaxed before. Even she knows what's up. This must be that Saluki. What Saluki you mentioned before? This must be that Saluki you mentioned before. Kagura, he said. I remember him bringing her up when he was yelling at Bob about having a tuxedo made by anyone in the Keisyan family. Ryuki gave Kagura another scratch and smiled at me.
そうだよ。カグラは僕が唯一認める顔面偏差値の女の子だ。
Oh. Of course, it's his dog. That's right, Kagura here is the only girl I know that actually meets my highest standards of beauty. Wow, is she really that gorgeous? I've never heard Ryuki say anything like that, and yet, in this case, he was talking about a dog. So he's never met anyone he considers more beautiful than Kagura. No wonder he doesn't know what true love feels like.
神楽だけが僕を理解してくれるんだ。
Kagura is the only one that understands me. Ryuki said that quietly as he led us into the house. I looked around at his decor as I followed him. The first thing I noticed were all the humidifiers placed everywhere. Oh, that's right, he likes to keep his skin moist. It's so humid in here. I guess it's to be expected from the glamour Parasite. But this place is so huge, and he lives here all by himself? Of course, that's what he said back when he first filled out his Cupid core profile sheet. Single, living alone. I was just thinking about how well kept the whole place was when suddenly a thought struck me. I remembered Clarice telling me once how I should never go to a guy's house by myself. But this is Ryuki we're talking about. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I don't see Ryuki landing on the news. So about today, Ryuki suddenly shoved something into my arms.
ああ、これ着てみてくれない？
Put this on. What? I unfolded it and discovered that it was one of the outfits from the design sketches he'd shown me before. Ooh. I think he had us review them, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to watch my other VODs. Ryuki, you made this?
そう、試作してみたんだ。
Yeah, it's a prototype. Wow, it's amazing. I had no idea you could make something like this so fast.
形にするのは早いに越したことないからね。
When it comes to prototyping, it's always best to make it as quickly as possible.
じゃあ、僕は隣の部屋にいるから着替えておいて。
Anyway, I'll be in the room next door, so just come find me when you're done changing. Without another word, Ryuki left the room. Huh? Change? She jumped in surprise and flew out of the house. Apparently, Kagura's loud bark had scared him off. Can Kagura see Chi? Ooh, maybe animals? Because they're innocent? I don't know. I looked at Kagura, then back in the direction she had fled, then finally down at the clothes in my hands. I'd better change before Ryuki decides to peek in to see what's taking so long. I glanced around for a good place to change. I noticed a tatami area in the back of the room. Tatami! That's traditional Japanese straw mat flooring, right? I'd read about it in a magazine article about different restaurant themes, but I'd never seen it for myself. My curiosity pushed me to go get changed on the tatami. Just then, I noticed something hanging on the wall. The Tin Kasian Mantis. That's interesting.
着替えた？
Are you done yet? Not yet. Just another second. I quickly spread the dress out. My heart was racing at just how adorable it was. Wearing cute clothes like this always feels nice. I slipped into Ryuki's dress without wasting another second. Then I called for Ryuki to come back in. He entered the room, Kagura at his side, and just stared at me.
着るとそんな感じか。ま、予想通りかな。
I see. Exactly what I expected. What did you expect? That it would be perfect, probably? So, why did you want me?
この間、 ロサンヨークの人間がどれぐらいの体型かメインストリートで確認してたんだ。
While I was thinking about my designs, I went and watched people walk up and down the street.
そしたらあんたぐらいの背格好の人が多かったから、標準身長ってやつだね。
I noticed that many of the women of Los York are around your height and size. I see.
それであんたはそれ着てみて何か意見ない？
Anyway, now that you're wearing it, do you have any thoughts? I think it's even cuter than before. I really love the Japanese patterns on the hem, but it's kind of hard to put on.
着づらい？どこが？
Hard? How so? Well, I think with these types of dresses, it's easier when the zipper is on the side than in the back.
ふん、なるほどね。
Ah, I see. Ryuki chuckled to himself as he wrote down what I'd just said.
やっぱりあんたは遠慮がなくていいね。物おじしないし、素直な意見もらえて助かるよ。
I appreciate your brutal honesty, truly. That's exactly what I'm looking for when I ask for someone's opinion. Really?
僕の言葉を理解しない奴らばかりだからね。大抵は逃げてく。
A lot of people don't seem to understand when I try to express myself. Some even just run away from me for some reason. Oh, well, you know what that is. I'm sure they're just scared of emotional destruction at your hands.
それにファッションスクールの奴らは僕がおばあ様の孫だって知ってるから気遣ってろくに意見出してくれないし。
And the other students at my fashion school never said what they really thought because of who my grandmother was.
アメリカへ来れば変わると思ったけど、おばあ様の影響力は強いね。ファッション業界なんてどこも同じ。
I thought it'd be different, but even here in America, her influence is strong. I guess that's how the fashion industry works. Ryuki went silent for a moment, then quickly changed the subject. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to get to an emotional talk.
まあとにかくその調子で他の服も試着よろしく。
Anyway, try on these next. Ryuki dropped a huge armful of clothes onto the table. What? This many?
当然でしょ。作ったデザインは7パターン。それに合わせてカラーバリエーションも各4種作ってあるから。
Of course, I made 7 different patterns based on the original design and 4 variants for each pattern. So there's 28 dresses here?
それとカバンと靴も作ったからそれも合わせてもらうよ。
Oh, and I've got some matching shoes and bags that I'd like you to try out. Huh? That's so much.
これでも最低限に絞ってるから。せっかくレディースのライン作るのに1着しかなかったら誰も見てくれないでしょ。
Well, that's true. Actually, this is what's left after I made some cuts. But I can't call it a women's line if there's just one dress. Well, that's true, but
じゃあ次はこっちをよろしく。
feel free to start with this one. Okay. It looked like I was going to be there a while. At the same time, it was exciting getting to try on so many cute outfits. Ryuki had real talent without a doubt. He definitely had some odd personality quirks, but the end result was always amazing. Not many people could do what he does. I recalled Aunt Mary telling me that clothes were the embodiment of human wisdom. So I patiently went through all 28 outfits one by one. Jeez, that is a lot. I mean, I guess how many clothes would you need for a lot, right? Finally. I changed back into my own clothes, then flopped down onto the couch.
ありがとう。でもこれだけで疲れるなんて運動足りてないんじゃない？
I appreciate your help, but if this was enough to wear you out, you should really exercise more. Ryuki placed a cup of herbal tea in front of me. The smell of chamomile wafted into my nose. The relaxing aroma eased my weary soul, but I refused to let go of my annoyance and puffed out my cheeks. It's hard getting in and out of all these clothes, and you put me in all kinds of strange poses to make your little fixes.
じゃあ、あんたにモデルは無理そうだね。
Well, I guess you just aren't cut out to be a model. I never wanted to be a model in the first place. I took a sip of my tea and let out a slow sigh to vent my stress. That really does taste good, though. I leaned back and took a moment to relax. Then I decided to. Ooh, choice time. Okay, so I'm gonna save, obviously, because this is an important part. I'm just gonna save right over, because I just basically save whenever there's a choice. Alright, so, do we look toward the lawn or talk about Melody? I guess we talk about Melody. I could feel the tea spreading all through my body. Now that I'd had a chance to relax, I decided to launch right into it. You remember that girl you gave advice to, Melanie? She was hoping to get some feedback on her new outfit. I showed Ryuki the photos I took, and right away he started to frown.
服の色、何これ。こんなの選べって僕言った？
Why those colors? Did I tell her to choose colors like that? Huh? But wasn't it purple?
はあ？紫は紫でも僕は C0A2C7 って言ったでしょ。これは 5529OB 全然違う。
Purple? No, the shade I mentioned was number C0A2C7. This is clearly number 55295B. They're completely different colors.
あんたたちの色の見方って本当に適当だよね。色に失礼だと思わないの？
I can't believe how irresponsible people can be. It's extremely rude not to understand the proper colors, don't you think? I'm sorry. Ryuki's the only person I know who can tell the difference to that degree. But I decided saying so would just make things worse.
でも髪切ってメイクしたからだいぶマシになったよ。偏差値も5は上がったんじゃない？
At least she got a haircut and some proper makeup, so she's a bit more decent. I suppose she might have gone up a notch. Really?
ま、そこで喜んでたらダメだけど 4758C にはもう少し長いスカートの方が似合う。
Not that she should be content with that. If she wants a longer skirt, she'd look better in number 47585C.
それから靴もこれじゃダメだ。ブーツなんてまだ早い。こういう型の靴がいいんじゃない？
And those boots have to go. They do not match her at all. She'd be better going with something like this. Ryuki quickly sketched out what he was thinking of. Can I take a picture of that?
どうぞ。あと服は着るならあれがいいんじゃない？
Go ahead. Of course, she'd probably look even better in that. Ryuki gestured to the dress he had to try on earlier. Oh, yeah, she would look great in that.
あれは販売予定がもう立ってるから店に入荷したら教えてあげてもいいよ。ま、本人が買うとは限らないけどね。
I've decided to put it into production, so I'll let you know once it's available. Of course, she doesn't have to buy it, but... Ryuki mumbled quietly and rolled a pencil around between the palms of his hands. I'm sure she would absolutely love it. I mean, it really is a wonderful dress. Ryuki didn't say a word, he just silently took a sip of his tea. After a moment of awkward silence, Ryuki mumbled under his breath again.
本当にいいと思う。
Do you mean that? There was a surprising note of sadness in his voice. Maybe Ryuki really didn't have the confidence he needed to start a brand new line of women's clothes. But I do mean it. It's incredibly beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if this was the right choice or not. Ryuki was probably just being as tough on himself as he always was. But I nodded at him, all the confidence I could muster. I really do. I felt so amazing wearing it. I couldn't stop looking at myself in the mirror. I even thought how nice it would be to go out and walk around the city in it. I wouldn't feel like that if I didn't love it.
そっか。
I
そ
see.
の言葉信じるよ。
I guess I'll just have to take your word for it. Ryuki smiled, then pulled out a spray bottle and gave himself a moisturizing mist. His skin was as soft as ever, but somehow the expression he was making showed his own kind of wear and tear. Not worn out exactly, more like just very, very sleepy. His eyes were sunken a bit and he sprayed the mist right onto his face, as if trying to keep himself awake. Hey, are you okay?
何が
Okay, I'm gonna load to see if perhaps wait. No, I don't want that. Let's see. Then I can just get right back to where we were. Because I don't know if that was an important choice to the story or not, but we're gonna see. Look out toward the lawn. The girl came running in from the lawn and came up to me looking for attention. She's so cute. Is it okay if I pet her?
いいよ。
Sure. Okay, that was the choice. There we go. With his permission, I buried my hand in Kaguro's fluffy fur. Wow, she's so soft.
毎日お手入れしてるからね。
I make sure to clean her every single day. Gee.
かぐら、あんまりはしゃがないの。
Kaguro, that's enough. Kaguro laid down on the floor looking bored.
で、僕に何か用があるんでしょ
So, you wanted to talk to me?
あ
Huh?
んたが見てほしい写真があるって連絡してきたんじゃないか。
When you first got in touch, you said you wanted to show me some pictures. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so this is where you were.
服の
So we just needed to close
Huh?
the dog first.
あんたたちのでも
Blah, blah, blah. Let's get
Ma-
to him being
それから
sleepy.
どうぞ。あれは販売を本当にそ
Hey, are you okay?
何が
What do you mean? Well, you look really tired. Did you get enough sleep last night?
は別に眠くなんてないよ。美容のために毎晩早寝してるし、寝不足なんかじゃないよ。
Huh? No, I'm fine. I know how important beauty sleep is, so I get exactly as much sleep as I need, just like anyone. I remember him saying something similar about beauty sleep back on Parasite House too.
別に眠くない。疲れてもない。これからさっきの修正したものの型紙を切らなきゃいけないし。
Not sleepy, not tired, nothing like that. Anyway, I need to go and cut the pattern for the design I just uploaded. Wait, you cut all the patterns yourself too?
試作はね、アシスタントには使えない人間が多いから、大抵自分でやった方が早い。
For my prototypes, yes. My systems are mostly useless for that, so it's faster if I just do it myself.
さすがに縫うのは工場かアシスタント使うけど、時間がないときはそれも自分でやる。
I do have factories and my assistants to help with sewing, but if we're short on time, then I'll help with that too. What? I didn't know that. So you design your clothes and cut the shapes and patterns? and manage the store yourself? You're really something else.
別にすごくともなんともないよ。
It isn't anything special. Ryuki seemed to be pouting a bit as he put his elbows on the table and dropped his head in his hands. He glanced down at Kagura.
ロサンヨークのファッションスクールにはすでに自分のブランドを持ってるやつなんてたくさんいる。僕程度どこにでもいるよ。
Plenty of people who went to my school have their own brands, you know. You can find plenty of designers here just like me. I doubt there are that many people in Los York who started their own brand and opened a boutique at 19.
別に異国の地ってほどじゃないよ。僕の父さんはロサンヨーク出身だから。
Oh yeah, isn't he half Japanese, half American or something? Or I don't know if you knew that or not, but it just sounds like something I've heard. Still, it's not like this is uncharted territory, you know. Actually, my father is from Los York. Huh?
言
Really?
わなかったっけ？僕はアメリカ人と日本人のハーフだよ。
Hmm?
そのせいで日本にはあれこれ言うやつも多かった。
I never told you. My mother is Japanese, but my father is American. That's why so many people pestered me back in Japan. Huh? What do you mean, pestered you?
ロサンヨークと違って日本じゃハーフは珍しいんだ。だから留学した。鬱陶しかったし。でもかえって正解から遠ざかってる気がする。
In Japan, I haven't never been to Japan, but just based off of what I heard, I can believe that. I never really fit in there. They couldn't get over the fact that I was mixed race, so I moved here. Best decision I ever made.
姉さんは相変わらず恋も知らないようじゃダメだって言ってくるし。
And of course, my sister kept bugging me that I need to learn what love is all about. Love? The Cupid in me reacted to that word, and I looked up at him suddenly. Ryuki looked back confused.
恋ってそんなにいいものなの？あんたはアドバイザーだから大勢のカップル見てきてるんでしょ？
But is love really that great? You've seen lots of couples as an advisor, right?
でもそういうやつらにセンスがあるわけでもない。現にあんなダサいキューピッドコーポレーションの式場なんかで結婚式挙げてる。
Most of them can't recognize beauty to save their lives. Having their wedding in that lame hall of yours, for example. Did he just call my company's wedding hall lame?
デザイナーは美の奴隷になるべきだ。でもあんたのところのセミナーでは恋人を優先しろって言ってた。
Designers are slaves to appearances, but those seminars you made me go to focused on putting love in front of everything. Huh? Ryuki was actually paying attention? He was always focused on his skincare routine. I just assumed he wasn't listening.
でも恋人を優先していたら仕事なんてできない。それに僕が満足できる顔面偏差値の人間なんて今まで一度も見たことがない。
But if I put love first, then I can't do my job. And I've still never met anyone who meets my standards of beauty, of course.
顔面偏差値が低いやつと付き合えるわけがない。デザイナーとしてのこだわりをねじ曲げろってこと？
Why would I bother dating someone who can't match up? Am I supposed to just toss my personal pride out the window?
全然わからない。でもそれを姉さんに言うと未熟だって言われるんだ。
I seriously don't get it. But when I try to explain all that to my sister, she just says I'm being immature.
自分の美という幸福を追求するだけではダメだって。姉さんの言う意味が僕には全然わからないよ。
She says the pursuit of beauty in the name of happiness makes no sense. But to me, that makes no sense. Maybe she just wants you to take a bit of a wider perspective on things.
恋をしたら視野が広くなるってわけ？僕にはかえって狭くなっているように見えるけどね。
So what? Falling in love will widen my perspective? If anything, I feel like that would limit my vision even more.
恋してる奴らは泣いたり怒ったり無駄な感情に振り回されてるし。
Depending on the person, but yeah. People who are in love get angry easily. They cry all the time. They let their emotions control them. And he's not completely wrong. Well, he's not wrong to a certain degree, yeah, exactly. I mean, they do say that love is blind.
どう違うのか説明してくれなきゃわかんないよ。僕からは恋なんて無駄な行動にしか見えない。
Someone needs to explain to me where my thinking is wrong. As far as I can tell, love is nothing but a hindrance.
でも姉さんは天才でセンスも計算員の中で一番優れてる。だから本当は姉さんの言葉を理解したい。
So I think his sister was married. I don't remember. But my sister is a genius. She's the most talented member of my family. So I want to understand what she's trying to tell me.
姉さんは本当に自由なんだ。とんでもないことをするかと思えば計算員家の10か条も守ってるし。
She's just so fickle. One minute she's embodying the 10 Casion commandments. The next she's off doing who knows what. The 10 Casion? I followed Ryuki's gaze. He was staring at the same documents I'd noticed earlier. The 10 Casion commandments. Oh yeah, I noticed that before. What exactly are the 10 Casion commandments?
計算員を立ち上げたおばあ様が作った家訓だよ。僕らはこれを守って生きてきたんだ。
It's a list of rules my grandmother came up with when we first founded the Casion brand. I've followed them my entire life. Huh? So your family has a set of rules? I stood up to take a closer look at these Casion commandments. As I read through each rule one by one, I couldn't hide my surprise at how absurd they all were. Number 1. You will weigh yourself every day. Eesh. Number 2. You will check for new wrinkles each day and carefully note their location. This explains everything, doesn't it? Number 3. You will keep your skin's hydration between 30 to 50% and always carry face mist with you. What the? These are the rules your family follows? This is like something you'd find at a modeling agency or like a super serious actor studio.
そうだよ。僕もおばあ様も姉さんも守ってる。守ってるっていうより自然にそうなる感じだけど。
This isn't natural at all. This is obsessive. Exactly. And everyone in my family follows the rules to a T. But they're all pretty natural, aren't they? Natural?
普通に気になるでしょ。肌の水分量が減ったら。
Yeah, you don't need to moisturize your skin in 5 seconds. If anything, that'll make it worse. Doesn't it bother you when your skin dries out and lacks the moisture it needs? Not really, unless it's a really drastic situation. Like, sure, I can tell when the humidity drops or when the room feels dry, but that's about it. To think these are actual rules they have to follow is kind of weird. No, not just weird, totally extreme. I've meant to ask before, but I assume your grandma must be pretty strict, huh?
どうかな。僕は別に厳しいと思ったことはないけど。
I mean, he probably, to him, he doesn't know what strict is, but to anyone else, obviously, she's strict, probably. That's hard to say. I can't say I've ever seen her act strict before, exactly.
でも確かに厳しい人なのかも。満足いかない出来の服は破ったりするし。
Nice. But I guess you could be right. I've seen her tear apart outfits that didn't meet their standards. What?
おばあ様はクオリティに厳しいんだ。プロだから当然だと思うけど。
She cares about quality more than anything else, which makes sense considering she's a professional. Yeah, she's a perfectionist. Let's see real quick.
それで泣かされて逃げるデザイナーやパタンナーを子供の頃はよく見たよ。僕からしてみたらあっちが根性なしに見えるけど。
As a kid, I saw my grandmother drive plenty of designers and tailors to tears. And they won't cut out for her. Ryuki just kept spraying himself with faces.
あんたもいる？
You want some? Oh, sure, I guess. Before I could finish nodding, he'd already hit me with the spray. I was thankful for the moisture, but it was still a bit much. Family rules. I never would have guessed that moisturizing spray of his was part of some weird family rule system. Of course, it's ostensible that he just does it because he actually wants to. And you've never found it hard to follow these commandments?
まさか計算員家の人間として守れて当然。最低限のことしか書かれてないと思うし。
Not at all. After all, they're mandatory actions for any member of the Casion family. Besides, they only cover the basics. These are just the basics? I couldn't help but think that this was all seriously way too much. Like, in my case, if there was a rule that I had to make 5,000 people fall in love every day, I'd be sick of it after a week. You know, if you ask me, I think we can afford to loosen up a little bit.
そんな意識だから偏差値60止まりなんでしょ。
Right. And that's why your beauty grade is still stuck at 60. I'm sorry?
それに計算員の名前を背負う以上、僕はこれでも足りないぐらいだと思うよ。
If anything, considering the value of the Casion's name, I don't think I'm doing enough. Is it really that important to uphold your family name?
計算員家は江戸時代から続く呉服屋の家だから。
The Casion name goes all the way back to the Edo period when we were a family vineyard for fine owners. Huh? Really? I thought back to my college history classes and recalled that the Edo period ended about 200 years ago.
計算員を立ち上げたのはおばあ様だけど、もともと歴史ある家だから一族のみんな美意識が高いんだ。
My grandmother established the Casion brand, but my family's history goes back much further. So we all have high standards.
だから計算員の名前を背負う以上、それ相応の行動をすべしって子供の頃から言われていた。
Which is why I've always been told I need to act like a proper Casion ever since I was a kid. I see.
付き合う人間も選べって言われてた。センスのない人と付き合うと引きずられて美意識が落ちるって。
And I was told to be picky about who I associate with. It was said that those without a sense of beauty would just drag me down. What?
いい？これは計算員家の人間なら当たり前の価値観なんだけど、頭に偏差値があるように顔にも偏差値があるんだよ。
Listen, this is a commonly understood measure of value within the Casion family. Just like with grades in school, they are also grades for basis. I thought about what happened when Ryuki and I first met. I remembered that he mentioned something about how the Casion family grades people's appearances.
それなのにさ、姉さんは自由奔放なんだ。シリウッドの女優と夜通し遊んだかと思えば、翌日は漁船に乗ってたりする。
That's why she's the most successful, because she's not just focused on her, she has a life outside of her. But my sister is all over the place. She can go drinking with the silhouette Scarlet Friday night and go fishing the next morning. Fishing?
潮風なんて肌や髪に悪いに決まってるのに、インスピレーションのためだなんて言って、それで結局すごいメイクを生み出してるんだ。
See? Because she's letting loose. This salty ocean air might damage her hair and skin, but she'd use it for inspiration and come up with a brand new style of makeup. Huh? Makeup?
ああ、姉さんはメイクアップアーティストなんだ。シリウッド俳優のメイクとか担当してるよ。でもデザイン画を描かせても一流。天才なんだ。
Even though I'm sure she won't have an art picture because they only give art to the main characters, so that's okay. Yeah, she's a makeup artist. She mostly works with actors and actresses, but she's also a genius artist when it comes to design.
それなのに姉さんは掲載員の後を継がなかった。
I don't blame her. But when given the chance, she refused to take over the case young friend. Let her do her own thing. I don't blame her.
その上キューピッドコーポレーションで出会ったような人とさっさと結婚しちゃうし、色も 3A5B52 だし。
That means it works. Or, I mean, that should be a sign for you, I think. And on top of that, she married some number 3A5B52 guy she met through your Cupid corporation. A quick search revealed that number 3A5B52 was a color known as insect screen.
おばあ様は母さんが後を継がなかったことをよく嘆いていた。きっと姉さんが継がなかったことも残念に思ってる。
Why do you think she just wanted it to be a female line? My grandmother always regretted that my mother didn't take over the brand, and I'm sure she feels the same way about my sister.
だから僕がちゃんとやらなきゃいけないんだ。でも
Which is why I want to do everything I can for the family, but Ryuki stopped and sat there thinking. Finally, he just shook his head.
でも僕じゃおばあ様の望むようにはできない。どれだけデザインしてもおばあ様の満足するものを生み出せなかったから。
Sorry, but nothing I do ever satisfies her. None of my designs have ever passed her judgment. He clasped his hands together tightly and looked at the tin facing on. He shook his head one more time, then looked back at his designs.
とにかく経験になりそうなことは何でもやってみせるよ。どこかに正解があるかもしれないから。
In any case, I have to do everything I can to become a better designer, but who knows where the answers lie.
レディースを商品化するのは正真正銘初めてだからあんま自信はないけど必ず売ってみせる。
I've never made women's clothes before, so I have no idea what people will think. But I'll do whatever it takes to make sure they sell. Well, I'll be here rooting for you. For some reason, Ryuki just looked at me as if I were some alien artifact.
あんたは全然怒らないんだね。
You really never get angry, do you? Huh?
僕と話した人間は腹を立てたり二度と近寄らなくなるのに。
Most people who spend any amount of time with me end up getting frustrated or annoyed, and never come near me again. He seemed honestly confused. He genuinely didn't understand why I didn't get mad at him. Which means he also doesn't understand what it is about him that makes people mad in the first place. I'm sure it's because he tears everyone into pieces, but in his mind, he's just telling the honest truth. His personality really has put him in kind of a social bind.
特に色の話をすると大抵の人は気味悪がった。あんたは色が見えないのに僕の話を否定しない。
Most people give me strange looks when I talk about colors. You don't see colors the way I do, but you don't contradict me either.
なんで？
Why not? To be honest, I can't say I ever thought the things you said were all that strange. The truth is, I have my own unique way of seeing colors. Of course, that comes from my powers as Cupid, and I can't see them without whipping out my bow and arrows. Plus, I guess I just wanted to understand how the world looks through your eyes. Did she just admit that he was Cupid? She was Cupid to him? I don't think he knew that before.
僕の見ている世界
How the world looks? You know, what it's like to see people and words and stuff as different colors. Color me curious, you might say. Okay, does she realize that she mentioned? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. But it must be pretty exhausting, right? Doesn't it wear you out to see all those different colors all the time?
別に見たくないものは見ないようにすればいいだけだから
Not really. I mean, I just avoid seeing things that I don't want to. Oh, that's right. I'd almost forgotten that Ryuki was able to literally remove people with low grades from his vision. He stared at me for a moment, then stood up from the couch.
そろそろ休憩は終わりにするよ僕はこれからさっきの服を直すけどあんたは酸素カプセルにでも入ってく
Oxygen capsule. No thanks. Well, work time is over. I need to make some alterations to this dress. If you want, you can rest a bit longer in my oxygen capsule. Oxygen capsule? I turned to where Ryuki was pointing and noticed some kind of massive machine. Hey, wait, is that the thing you brought with you to Parasite House?
そう疲れも取れるし美容にもいいからあんたにもおすすめ
Indeed, it's very relaxing inside, and it does wonders for your skin. I highly recommend you give it a try. I've read about how a lot of Sillywood celebrities use this same kind of thing. I also vaguely recalled a few of our own members mentioning they had oxygen capsules of their own, which meant that his attention to beauty was at least on par with any model or actor out there. Truly amazing. Beyond that, I wondered how the thing actually worked. I've never been inside one, so my curiosity started to build. You really don't mind if I give it a try?
どうぞ出てくるまでに服直しておくから終わったらまた試着頼むよ
Be my guest. I'll work on the dress while you're inside. I want you to try it on again once I'm done. Yes, sir. Sorry, I don't know why I read it like that. Ryuki showed me how to operate the machine, and I cautiously crawled inside. Wow, so this is what it's like on the inside. Neat. I could see Ryuki working on the dress through the window built into the machine. He really does work hard on everything he does. I was soon lost in thought, and before I knew it, I had drifted away into slumber. An hour later, I stepped out of the oxygen capsule, greeted by a flurry of outfits ready for me to try on. I tested out one after another, and by the time I left and arrived home, it was well past 8 o'clock at night. Fashion coordination equals happiness. Alright, this was a really short one, but I'm gonna end it here because I definitely need to go to bed. So I do have work in the morning, but we're gonna save it right here. Alright, and I will continue this later, but I will see everyone next time.